Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we will be doing a review about a very legendary harmonica which is called the Hohner Chromatic 270. It's a very famous harmonica used by many people since years, and it's one of the traditional construction which has been followed by Hohner. Hohner is a German brand. I'll just give you a quick background about them. And they were the pioneers in improving quality control and experimenting with a lot of different materials and types of construction for the harmonica. And this particular one is a professional grade instrument. It's slightly smaller in terms of the width than the budget harmonicas which we get for a 12 hole. This again is a 12 hole C scale harmonica, and it has this beautiful engraving. I don't know whether you can see it on the camera. That's some engraving on this, and it has a beautiful Hohner logo at the back. I'll tell you about how it comes into the packaging. It has a box and a cardboard box which is printed, and with a lot of information in terms of the construction of the harmonica and different details about it. It comes inside. Once you open that cardboard box, you get a nice plastic case which is perfect and which can keep your chromonica safe. Now, many people underestimate the value of a proper harmonica case, but when you get a harmonica case along with the harmonica, it fits just perfectly. There is a notch which is made just perfectly under this red velvet, which is suitable for this particular instrument, and once you get it for free along with the harmonica, it's always good. So you can travel with it, you can keep your harmonica safe from dust, dirt and any kind of damages due to putting extra pressure when it's in your packaging. It comes with cleaning cloth, of course, and some literature. Now this is in various languages. Of course, it's in German as well and English. The model number for this is called Chromatic 270, and it is in the scale of C. Now it's written made in Germany. However, I think nowadays some parts are manufactured even in China, because I think Hohner has already shifted most of its base to China, and a lot of Hohners being shipped out of China, but I'm sure they still maintain top-notch German quality control in terms of its machining, in terms of its production. Let me talk about the construction of the instrument. Now again, this is a professional grade instrument, still at an entry-level professional grade instrument. It's not one of the most expensive of the Hohners, but not exactly entry-level as well. You can say it's a professional grade instrument. Now this comes with silver plates, cover plates, and it's with 2 screws, and this has the reed plate which is made of brass, and the comb here, it's a wooden comb. Now of course this is a wooden comb and it's not supposed to be waterproof, so I would advise do not make it wet in terms of washing it or doing some other chemicals to it. This might create a lot of cracks in it. Compared to the older times harmonica made by Hohner, the new ones, this wood is probably lacquer coated, so it's a bit of waterproof, but it's water resistant, I would say. It's not an IP68 rated device like electronics nowadays. So when you play it, your saliva does not damage the wood, so that's why it's a bit coated. I hope you can see that in the video. Now here the slider, here this comes as a 3-piece construction. Normal sliders nowadays in budget harmonicas or even some other harmonicas comes only in two pieces. Hohner comes in 3 pieces. So on top of the comb, you have one plate which is touching the comb, the wooden comb, and then it is sandwiched between this top part, which is a trapezoidal shaped mouthpiece, and this is a plate, a perforated plate, which is sandwiched between these two, which is called the slider. And so you get this 3 pieces. So you have the plate, one base plate on top of the wooden comb, and then you have the slider, and on top you have the trapezoidal mouthpiece. So it's a 3-piece construction. Now be careful with a 3-piece construction. If you tend to open it up, it's a bit more difficult to maintain it, to clean it, and if you don't know what you're doing, you might not be able to assemble it just as airtight as it comes right from the factory. So I would advise, if you don't know what you're doing, please don't open this. Do not play around with this setup. If you see the reed plates, I think the reed plates here are also made of brass, and there are some beautiful sounding reed plates. Very quick response to the reeds. The sound quality, or build quality, when you go for Hohner, and that too the 270, which has been used years and years and years, and they have developed and they have enhanced the quality control of this instrument, you cannot go wrong with this. The sound quality, it's warm, it's open, and very, very melodious to the ears. Now because you are picking this up through a microphone, I'm sure when you compare it without this particular microphone, and when you play it and compare it with budget harmonicas, you can feel a huge difference in terms of the tonal quality. The slider tension is a bit stronger than the budget harmonicas. So yes, you need a bit of effort more, but it's perfectly smooth, and it will last long. The springs are a bit tighter. And if you see the construction of the plate, which is touching the bottom plate of the 3-piece mouthpiece, I hope it is not too blurred, and you can see it sharply inside. And I'll try to adjust it a bit. I hope now it is sharp. So if you see the slider movement inside, it's just slight and perfectly machined squares, and it has double squared inside. So you can get that feel of a very precise machined parts moving inside this particular Hohner. And this comes in various keys as well, but I have the key of C, and again I will try to show you once when the slider is not pressed, and once when the slider is pressed. So 10 points in construction, 10 out of 10, 10 points in sound quality, and of course in terms of design, the perfect weight of it, because of it being the wood comb, it has a nice hefty weight to it, but it's not too heavy, it's not too light, it's just right, and it makes you pick up even if you have a smaller size of hands, and this will just be a perfect fit because its width is a bit less. So construction wise, quality wise, you cannot go wrong with this. It's a professional grade instrument. Now the Super Chromatic 270, again price wise, is slightly more than the E-stops which I have reviewed before, I think in terms of dirhams, because I'm staying in Dubai, this costs somewhere around 700 dirhams. That's the price for this. In terms of Indian rupees, this is somewhere around 12 to 14,000 or 15,000 rupees as well. And in terms of US dollars, this is somewhere around 150 $200, depending on where you stay and depending on what offers do you get when you are picking it up. But a professional grade instrument, not super expensive, but not definitely cheap. And I don't usually use this particular one just for practice purposes. This particular Hohner, because the maintenance part is a bit tough, you cannot just wash it under the tap because it's wooden construction. So when you open it up and clean it up, it takes a lot of effort and a lot of care. So maintenance wise, this is a high maintenance device. And if you don't know what you're doing, it's better to go to a Hohner service center and get it serviced. Or before opening it up, make sure you're absolutely sure on what you're doing and you can easily assemble it back, because there are some small parts and small things which you have to take care, which you don't damage and which does not affect the air tightness. Yeah, air tightness, 100% marks. It's a perfectly airtight device and brilliant instrument. It's just lovely. So let me know what are your thoughts on this, if you're using this at all in your collection, and if you want to know something more about this instrument, feel free to ask me in the comments. I will reply as soon as possible. So that's about it. And if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe, comment and like. And thank you very much.